Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Road of Recovery. We have Stephanie Robinson here at Hope Recovery Community. We are having our event in Medina today. How are you doing today, Stephanie?
We're good. The weather is beautiful. It's great to have you guys out here, and we're just having a great night.
The weather is great, I must say. I'm loving this. So a few questions just about your organization. Kind of what resources does it provide? How does it support recovery?
So a Hope Recovery Community is a recovery community organization, which just means that we're an independent nonprofit run by people in recovery. So the majority of our board is people in recovery like myself, personal lived experience. We also have family members and community allies, but the majority of our governing board is people in recovery. So we are the voice of recovery. We are community-based, we're peer-based, we're peer-led, which means when you walk in here, for the most part, you're gonna run into people in recovery helping other people in recovery. So we're open 7 days a week. We support multiple pathways. So we have 25 to 30 meetings, groups, activities per week, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So all major holidays, when people might be having struggles, we are here. We are here to just help people find in and stay in recovery. We love sustainable long-term recovery, but whether you are deciding or kind of looking at your relationship with drugs or alcohol, or you are like 30 years into the program, we're here to support you. We have all different types of meetings. We have meditation, we have yoga, we have a sober softball team. We're one of two sober Browns backers groups in Northeast Ohio. We have a fishing group. Over in the front yard, we have 60,000 bees because we're doing beekeeping this year. Yeah, we have gardens at the garden plot. We do arts and crafts. Right now, there is a dinner and a bonfire. Pro-social is a big thing for us. We love getting people in recovery together. We're about to launch Recovery Life, which is a Recovery Life Institute for Excellence, which will be a 12-course, year-long life skills program targeting people in recovery. So
wow.
We are like a recovery playground. That's what I say. It is like,
That's
and it's
a good way to put it, too.
Yeah, and it's like the party house without that party because we have fun, but it's the party house kind of without the drugs and alcohol. So it's a place people can just stop in. They can get coffee. They can get peer support. They can hit a meeting. They can kind of take what works for them and leave the rest. And we just really support and have the passion for recovery. And my math equation is really simple. Recovery equals willingness plus opportunity. And Hope Recovery Community is about creating opportunity. So when somebody finds that willingness and when they're ready, we're going to meet them where they're at.
This is absolutely amazing. I wish I lived here just to come here. It sounds so much fun. You make it sound so much fun, and it is.
Yeah, I think recovery for a long time is it gets this bad rap sometimes.
Right.
And it feels like people think it looks a certain way, it feels a certain way. And we're here to say, like, we can have fun and we can build community together and you can have authentic friendships and we can go through the struggles of life because let's be honest, it's not all like, baby bunnies and rainbows and puppies. Life is hard. And so this is a place where people can come. We also do peer support out in our jail. We do peer support in our emergency rooms and through our crisis line. We provide peer supporters through Job and Family Services, and we do peer supporters at our local recovery housing. So it was like, I like this peer army that's gonna go out, right? Because again, it's when people are willing, when they're ready, I wanna meet them where they're at. So that might be in jail, that might be in a hospital, that might be in a crisis moment, that might be with Child Protective Services being involved in a case. And we're here to really support and empower and meet people where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely. So when did this start? What's the history behind it?
Okay, so there's a long history, but really we started community organizing, we really started organizing the fall of 2018. We started marching. There was a group of 30 of us, and we have an advisory council as well. So we have a board of 8, an advisory council of 25 people. So we kind of divided and conquered. We started a nonprofit ourselves. We have a ton of support from our local ADAM board. They have just invested in and believed in recovery, and that is, for us, huge because they provided this building for us. They're one of our main funders, but we do a lot of fundraising as well. So we opened our facility in fall 2019, 6 months before COVID hit. COVID hit and we just said we might need to close our doors. So for 60 days we closed our doors, but we just pivoted everything to a Zoom platform. We have 3 cameras that are 360-degree cameras, so we have all this technology. So we just kept rocking and rolling. We opened our doors 60 days later, and we haven't closed since. So we are just really committed to the community. So this fall will be 2 years that we've been up and running. So babies, really, when it comes to it, we're just getting started here. But we've just had so much community support here in Medina County and around the state, honestly. We've had other counties now coming to us saying, how do we replicate this model? And I'm like, okay, this is great. Let me share the story of hope, because it's a beautiful story. And it really started as 13 years ago when I came home from treatment. There wasn't a lot of options of stuff to do and places to go. And so selfishly, back then I was like, we need more. And a lot of people started to agree with that. And a lot of people started to support that and just said, hey, why don't we have recovery community organizations in every town to be able to support people in recovery?
Well, I agree that this would be cool, like everywhere.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
This is awesome.
I sat in a library one day and I was like, you know what, Stephanie, there was a day there weren't free libraries in every city, right? Somebody made a move, and now, like, you don't even think twice about, like, that there's a free building with, like, thousands of books, right, that you can access because they saw how important literacy was. So I'm like, man, if we could just do that with recovery community organizations, and I mean, this is Recovery Community Center, like, we need these places, we have an addiction crisis on our hands. Everyone wants to talk about this opiate issue. Yes, that's true, but alcohol still kills more people a year, and, like, we have an addiction crisis, and if we can give people a safe place that speaks the language of recovery, supports recovery, we connect them to resources. We place probably 300 to 400 people a year in detox, residential, and recovery housing. So lots of connection and helping people recover. I think we would start to really see a shift in this addiction crisis if we started to put these types of facilities all around the state of Ohio, really all around the country, in my opinion.
I think this is a great place to start, and thank you so much for everything. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for picking us. We're honored. Yes.
But you're right. I agree. I think this is a great place to start, and it's it's new, but it's growing so quickly.
Yes.
And that's so cool.
Yes. Yes. We have a lot of support. Yes.
Thank you again.
Thanks.
And we have Jacob here with us to talk about Hope Recovery Community and what it means to him. Hi, Jacob. How you doing?
Good.
So can you talk a little bit about this place? You said you come here pretty much every day?
I come here a couple times a week with my mom, and she usually does work, and I usually watch TV.
That's awesome. And do you know what this place is?
They help people with drugs and alcohol.
And they help people with drugs and alcohol. So do they have, what kind of resources do they have? Do they have like meetings? Do they have?
Yeah, they have meetings almost every day.
That's so cool. And what about like extracurricular? So I know that you were talking about bingo. So you said that they have bingo?
Yeah, they have bingo every other Friday.
And what about holidays? What do they do?
They usually do something with the holidays. So like for Halloween, we do trunk or treat, and for Christmas, we usually have goodie bags that we give to everyone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing to do here?
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat?
Yeah.
And so your mom was telling me that you kind of get to go hang out with friends here. People bring kids here to play with and stuff like that?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that sometimes come here.
You
that
guys
their
just hang
parents are in recovery.
That's so cool. That's awesome. You get a little group of friends together?
Yeah.
That's so cool.